Hi Gemini, let's do a reading for you and find out what is going on with you. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle and we'll get into the reading. So Gemini, current energies for Gemini, please. Who are they in their current situation? One more shuffle. What's the current situation that Gemini is in? What do they need to know? Current situation that Gemini is in. Current situation that Gemini is in. Eight of Pentacles. Working magic. Okay. Working magic, making money. Oh, wow. Huh. Strong Gemini energy in this Ace of Swords. And the Wheel. You are so powerful. You're exhibiting some trait, some sort of that brilliant air energy, that intelligence is really coming through. Whew. It's almost like you've leaned into your gifts and things are gonna go, I just see like lots of money, like lots of money, like effortless. It's like you're riding, as in riding on the back of a horse, but you're riding the high of your gifts. You have this intelligence that like opens up worlds for people, opens up like layers and gets people like thinking. You have this intuition that is unmatched, and the intelligence that goes with the intuition, it's you somehow embody both dark and light to a point where like the heavens and the earth collide. The darkness and the light create these kaleidoscopes and rearrange patterns in people's brains. And you know that you're gifted, which is awesome. You're standing in, you bring the truth where you go, which is a big energy. This is a big energy. Could it be intimidating? Sure. But whose problem is that, really? Not yours. Because I get you just laughing at the top of the world, like, because you're standing on this truth. You're standing on your gifts. And there's no real safer place to stand. This is on the bottom. This Queen of Swords of the deck is on the bottom of the deck right now. So I get a little bit of this take no shit, but like laughing all the way to the bank. And Gemini, who better to do that than you? Who better to do that than you, Gemini? It's almost like you're taking this knowledge that you have, that maybe you've studied, but you have this like base of intelligence, this base of knowledge, and it's like you're packaging it up. But of course you're not giving it away for free. It's like it's an energy of how you're carrying yourself too. Like it's a privilege to access this information. You're welcome. Pay me. Yes, you will pay me for this. So you, of course, have, with the Queen of Swords there, you have this beautiful boundaried energy. What else? What else for Gemini? Anything in the recent past? Why is this message here? You need to know that you're on the right track. I get this like super spiritual energy from you. Like you can take on different archetypes of people. Maybe you have some sort of energy practice where you can embrace different ways of being. Anyway, when I was saying you're laughing all the way to the bank, the Hierophant is here. And this Hierophant, is enlightened. You've created a path for yourself that the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant here, it's a vault of beautiful knowledge that I think you started out in like this Eight of Pentacles. Oh, the Wheel here too. So we have two major arcana. The Eight of Pentacles, maybe working away in like some small manner, like not really known, not really seen for your gifts. You started out really small and you built this intuition and this empire, and it's taken you places, and you get joy from it. You get joy from the way that your energy meets the world, like the clash and the reaction and the collaboration and people wanting to work with you. I get this very like gregarious energy, but can get very serious. But yeah, I feel like there's so much love. There's so much, is it love? It's freedom. It's freedom. There's freedom here. Maybe you thought you were drowning at one point, that this would never be anything but for you and maybe 8 other people. And now it's like you might live in a better place than you did before. You get a lot of joy from what you're doing, and you can be fully yourself. Then we have the Ace of Wands that came out. I'm not kidding. We have these here. You might be a little intimidating to people, but you live in the fire. This Ace of Wands is like this embodiment of it's almost like you started telling the truth. You started telling the truth of this deep wisdom, of these universal truths, of these spiritual, maybe even rules. And it's like you sense a new beginning coming. There's a death and rebirth here. It's like, almost like it's time to elevate once more. Like you just had an epiphany of some kind. And it's like, okay, there's a new passion here. There's a new idea. There's something I want to begin. And then I get like this, like, well, I know where this is going to lead. And you cloak yourself. It's like you've learned how to, like, death and rebirth don't scare you. You're like, okay, I have the epiphany. I know what I've built. There's this passionate new idea, this new thing. And then you cloak yourself in all of the death and rebirths that will need to happen. Maybe you look at the stars for advice. You learn undercover what this new process will be, like under the cover in the darkness. You start to dream this idea, this epiphany, this world. We have 2 aces, 3 major arcana, the wheel of fortune, the Hierophant, to death and rebirth. You're not afraid of the thing falling apart anymore. You're not afraid of that. You welcome it because you know how to. I feel like I can't. I feel like I feel it, but I don't know how to say it. Is there an example I can use? I get this deep, like, with this death and rebirth card, like, giving yourself the respect and time to bring this forward, because you know that truths come through you. I get this very stylish, very on top of the world person getting to work to incubate this new beginning. Like I get someone like highly fashionable, like draped up and then like walking about at night with smoking a cigarette and considering this epiphany that they just had to create with the elements to birth something new. We had the Queen of Swords at the bottom. So for a while, you may have just been protecting this thing that you had built as it started to grow and grow and grow. And with the death and rebirth here, the Queen of Cups is here. It's like you know how to surrender. I feel like it's the Ace of Swords draping themselves in surrender. You're not afraid to get to this deeply surrendered place. Again, embodying this new energy. And then look, here's the Magician. So we have this, here you are, like you're doing with, this is like death and rebirth, the Magician and the Queen of Cups. We have this, I'm getting to work here, like I'm surrendering to this epiphany and this new idea. And it might make you laugh because it puts you in this place of beginning again. It strips away maybe some of your seriousness, but what the universe doesn't understand is that seriousness is what you bring to you already bring the laughter and the seriousness. It doesn't faze you. You're not phased. You come in and you do the job. You surrender, and then you gather it and you bring it down. Whew. Whoa, I just got really emotional. I'm going to say that a lot because of my signs, which I haven't communicated what my signs are to you yet. I don't think that's important for this read. Wow. Things that you know, in how in tune you are. We have a few cards that have come out, so let me just look at them really quickly, okay? To see what's going on. I think you waited for a person. You waited for a confused person at one point. Two of Pentacles. I think maybe at one point you were choosing between maybe, let me get a handle on this. I get a few messages here, so let me see. I think there could be a situation where things feel up in the air. You could be deciding where you want to live. You may have a lot of things that feel really good to you, and so you're going somewhere to get very clear. Because you did receive a clear message. So I think you're going somewhere. It's like you're surrendering to the fact that you were told to do something by spirit, by your own knowing. So you're getting away to do that. there may have been some confusion in your life. There may have been confusing thoughts, confusing directions, confusing paths. Do I live here or do I live here? Should I go here or should I go here? Do I want to build this thing up? Do I want to build this thing up? Where should I go first? And I think you started to get in your head about it, up in your head, and in your emotions about it. And thinking about the logistics. You started thinking about the practicalities. There was confusion. There was maybe a lot of things. You started spreading things out before you. And then the hermit, then you pulled back and said, I'm gonna let it come together in me. I'm gonna sit with all of the things that I'm feeling, the decisions, the confusion, the emotions, and you may have I think you surrendered and you left in without many people knowing. You traveled to a place far away, or maybe you just went somewhere else. You went to a cabin in the woods, or you stayed in your house and you meditated. You let something spiritual happen, creating from a place of like flow and surrender, as opposed to and from a place of like connecting with the universal powers, the big mysteries that you've come to see and wield in some way. For a while, you were letting yourself doubt and get caught up. As if you were doing it for you only, but then you realized, oh no, this is what I was born to do. I was born for this. And so I don't need to toss and turn too much. I don't need to take my thoughts so seriously. And I'm going to, as I create this, I'm going to be led to where my choice is going to be, as opposed to fretting about what you should choose. Like, as you step into what lights you up, as that magician energy starts coming, you're going to start bringing forth the thing. Like, you've come to understand this process is not about getting into that smaller, confused self. We all have it. It's normal. It's normal to do that. But then it's like, no, I'm I know how. I'm pulling myself into surrender. I'm pulling myself into this space. And it's so freaking beautiful. Because you don't do confusion. like confusion, like somehow you've learned that confusion is not the space for all of the energy that you hold. Gemini. Wow. I just got this message like only the gods can access you right now. You want to create from that place of flow and reciprocity and like there's a difference in energies here. I have to do it all on my own. I need to choose on my own. I need to make this decision. I'm torn. And here it's like you've opened your hand. You've opened your hand. You've surrendered. And it's like you and the universe are playing. You're playing. And that's so much more fun. And it's taking some strength and some quiet to hear, to stay poised for the magic. Which means that you're probably not going to be dealing with people who are confused right now. If a man or a woman is confused about you and doesn't know who to choose, you're not even there. You're not even there. You're not. I don't even. You're like creating worlds right now. So you don't even have time. You don't even care. You'll let them figure it out. But when I said only the gods can access you, that may make you inaccessible to someone confused for a while. And that's okay. Okay. Gemini, thank you so much for this read. My gosh, you're incredible. Keep lighting yourself up. Get to wherever you need to get those ideas. But I think they just come to you. Like you started here. You started with like this small idea, and then things started pouring in, and then it just started building, and now you're at an even bigger idea, and it's cracking you up because it probably feels so big that it's going to require a version of you that you're taking yourself to meet right now. Yeah, it'll take the gods to access you. Only the gods can access you right now. The fire that people dream of touching, you dream about it in your sleep. So you're going to sneak away. You're sneaking away for a while. You're sneaking away because you've been called. You've been called from one home to another. You're called to this place right now, and you're surrendering, and you're going. You're gonna go make some magic with the universe. Well, what a gift to read for you. You are inspirational, Gemini. I love you. Thank you for this read. Take good care, okay? Big love. If it resonates, like or subscribe. I'd love that. If it doesn't resonate, hopefully I can get you the next time around. I'll do my best, Gemini.